Determine the solutions to each of the following equations. So we're going to solve each equation by getting x by itself. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of the parentheses by using the distributive property. So when you do that, you multiply. 3 times 2x is 6x. And 3 times 4 is a positive 12 equals 6 times 5x is 30x. And 6 times 2 is a positive 12. You want to get the x's together. You're going to move the smallest one. So the opposite of positive 6x is negative 6x. So I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides. Opposites cancel. 12 equals 30 take away 6 is 24x plus 12. Okay, your goal is to get the x by itself. So we have to, next of all, get rid of the positive 12. So the opposite of positive 12 is negative 12. So I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides. So 12 take away 12 is 0 equals 24x. Opposites cancel. This is 24 times x. The opposite of times is divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 24. 0 divided by 24 is 0. Top cancels with bottom. So the answer is 0. The next one, get rid of the parentheses by using the distributive property. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 1 is a positive 3. The rest of it, just write it down like it is. Plus 1 plus 2x equals, okay, get rid of the next parentheses. 2 times 2x is 4x. And 2 times 2 is a positive 4. And I'm going to call this a plus 1x because I'm going to need that in a minute. Okay, just in front of the equal sign, I can put some things together. Just in front of the equal sign. So I've got a total of 5 x's in front of the equal sign. And then I know that 3 plus 1 is a positive 4. Now I'm going to look after the equal sign because there's some things I can put together after the equal sign. I know I have 5 x's plus 4. Now we can actually stop here because if you look at that, if your x is the same, you have to stop and ask yourself true or false. If it's true, you have an infinite number of solutions. If it's false, there is no solution. So since 5x plus 4 equals 5x plus 4, that's true. So your answer is infinite solutions. So if everything is the same, you have infinite solutions. Okay, on the next one, in front of my equal sign, I don't have any parentheses, so I'm just going to write it down. Plus 3 minus 10b equals, now I'm going to distribute. Negative 2 times b is negative 2b. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4. And then plus 3. In front of my equal sign, I can put my b's together. 8 take away 10, that's a negative 2b plus 3 equals, after my equal sign, I know what 4 plus 3 is. I have negative 2b plus 7. Now since my b's are the same, I can stop and ask myself true or false. These are not the same. They're not the same, so this does not equal that. So that means the answer, the final answer to this is no solution. You can only use that little shortcut whenever your b's have the same number in front of them on opposite sides of the equal sign. Okay. Create an equation that will have each of the following as its solution. Okay, I'm just giving you a possible equation for each one of these. There's an infinite number of correct answers for these. If it has one solution, you're just going to have, you're just going to have That's just one answer, okay? Your y's are not your variable. It can be x's, it can be y's. In this case, I did y's, but they're not going to be the same. If it's no solution, remember how we discussed before that no solution means you have the same x's and different constants. So in other words, I could have 9x plus 2 equals 9x minus 8. And that would be no solution because your x's are the same and your constants are different. For infinite, everything's the same. So I could have 3x plus 27 equals 3x plus 27. These are just possible answers. Like I said, it could be an infinite number of answers. A solution of 0. Well, let's look back and see what we did on the other side. Solution of 0, if you look at the original equation when we simplified it, it had different numbers in front of x's, but the constants were the same. So we can make different x's with the constant being the same, and then we would have the answer to that. So let me do 3x, and then let's make a constant of 20 equals negative 9x, and the constant has to remain the same. That would have a solution of 0.